some real-time footage of the sunrise, the sun peeping through that cloud over there. It might be a nice day. Okay. First night in this new tent. Not bad. A little bit of condensation around the bottom. But I think that's why the fly sheet doesn't cover the bottom, but the top end was fine. It was only at the end where my feet were. Other than that, I'm quite happy with it. Chocolate. And it's on the Ebor Gorge. Sun actually coming through the clouds. Glorious. Okay. I'm on the West Mendip Way. Working my way towards Wookey Hole. Hello. Possibly. Anyway. The entry onto the West Mendip Way. Right outside the campsite. It's just up there. I haven't really come far. I'll get back to you when I hit Wookey Hole. There's a deer grazing over there. It's just heard me. Hello, little deer. Hello. We are descending into Ebor Gorge. I imagine after a heavy rain, this is really impossible. Well, especially this path. Like anyway, I'll get back to you when I find something interesting. Rock face up there. I'm down, heading in to the gorge from Ebor Rocks End. Telling you now, the video does not do this justice. To find more rock faces soon. Back to Shorey. A rock face. And on this side. In really wet weather, I assume this could be a bloody waterfall. There's the gorge. I'm descending through the gorge. I'm going to put the camera away. Because I need to concentrate here. The camera really doesn't do this credit of how steep this is. Look at the hollows. If I didn't know better, I'd say this is a waterfall. I'm looking at the ground down here. This is beautiful. There is a possibility this actually was a stairway, judging by that. You see that fault line there? Apparently there are caves here as well, so I'm going to look for the caves. I'll get back to you when I find them. Looking back up, the path I've just come down. It's not a waterfall, it is a path. One would have thought, with that kind of cutting through the rock, it would have been a waterfall. No? Kind of a little bit disappointed. Anyway. Oh, there's a scree slope here. I'm surrounded by rock faces, basically. It is a gorge, after all. Formation of Ebor Gorge. Anybody that knows anything about geology will know mainly water and the Ice Age. In the last 25,000 years, which is closer to us than 500,000 years ago. During the last glaciation, the flow of this water underground was prevented. The stream flow therefore returned to the surface, cutting down through the limestone, exposing the cave system below and forming the gorge. The scree slopes at the foot of the gorge were formed by stone fragmenting through freeze and thaw action. It's a model. A model of the gorge. Well, my wild ravens. Still walking in Ebor Gorge. Give my thoughts. very, very nice little place. I'll say that. Pathways are relatively well marked, but on the subject of wild camping, yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to. At least, not yet. A little bit of time. One thing that did surprise me is there's only a really tiny little watercourse running through the gorge now. In fact, it doesn't even run through the gorge. To the history of the water erosion and the gorge being formed by the roof collapsing in on itself, you would have thought that there'd have been more of a watercourse. Anyway. Just had a look at Priddy Church. Church of St Leonard's. Priddy Pool, which is literally just a very small pond. I'm now walking up 9 Barrows Lane. I'm going to find the 9 Barrows. That's not the footpath I want. There are some henges, or at least the remains of henges, 3 of them up here that I want to have a look at. We squeeze a lot into today. This hopefully won't be too long of a video. Look. Church of St Leonard's in Priddy, and Priddy Pool. It's not really a pretty pool, is it? Look at the mist. I need to get my wet weather gear out soon. But considering where I'm going, to look at the 9 Barrows and the Priddy circles, this coming down. I'm going to make it a little eerie. Anywho, without my drone, that is the best I can get you. Because the gate I'm leaning on is sealed. Maybe next time we'll figure it. Tumuli. Tumulus. I don't know. On the horizon. This one I can't get to the circles. I'm going to try and figure out a way to get to them. But all else fails, one can look at the tumulus, tumuli, and the 9 Barrows. It's I need a motorised gimbal-y thing. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 6 up there. And the rustling you can hear is I'm still in my wet weather gear because I'm half expecting the clouds to just either A, open, or B, descend. Try and sit on me. Anyway. I need tumuli. It's hard to say what they are. They are prehistoric. They are most likely, don't quote me, they are either small burial mounds, small round burial mounds, because most of these tumuli are round, or they are spoil heaps from possibly digging for flint. Footpath that I've missed. I'm heading back. It takes us through these tumuli. There's 8 of them on this ridge. And that's what the OS map shows. 8 tumuli, tumulus, lumps. I think I can see the barrows as well. And here, there's a hole. This is a ring. This is a ring barrow. But amazingly, the ditch isn't completely filled in. I'd say it's a ring barrow anyway. Probably isn't. Very small. Let's look at these. I'm already feeling chills. They get bigger as they go in to the middle of the formation. Well, actually, they're very big size, but we do like it. All 8. The way some of them are clustered, like these 3 are on this end here. And we've got these ones over here. And then just the ones that have got an even better view of the surrounding countryside are up here. There's no way you're telling me that these tumuli are not burial mounds. Cannot get any closer to the barrows. Why, you ask? There must be, there has to be a reason. Scheduled ancient monument and all that. 2 barrows there, 1 there, 1 there, 2 there. There you go. The bane of bloody everybody in Britain. Well, especially England. Okay. That means I don't get to see the earthwork that's shown on the OS map. Because that's also in private land. I'm heading back into pretty proper now. As you can see, the top waterproof's come off. Yeah, I just ran into a couple, husband and wife caving, caving pair thing, something. Anyway, yeah. And he was just telling me about one of the caves, how they do beginners courses. I mean, I've watched a group of kids heading in that direction earlier, was heading up the hill to St Leonard's Church. Hang on, let me pop this in the holder because 2 seconds. Yeah. I was going up the hill and a caving group, a bunch of kids, were heading up there to this Swallows Hole. I'll look on the US map. And yeah, the couple were saying to me, well, the wife, she was saying to me, she's like, oh yeah, they do beginners courses, and not a cat in hell's chance of getting this raven underground. Anyway, I'm approaching Priddy again, so I'll sign off for now. Bye. It's rained a bit. Nothing too drastic. Tent's holding its own. Well, that wonderful blue sky didn't last long. But at least I can cheer the night up. My last night with a fire. A nice fire. Well, I started cooking supper. Lamb Rogan Josh. And the fire is burning itself out. The sky is not looking happy, but you know, after tea and the fire burns out, I will call it a night. Supper's ready. Smells okay. Good stir. You can smell the lamb. Yeah, that's good. Last night. Okay, well, Ravens, that's a wrap for today. I'll see you all in the morning. Good night. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, wild ravens. Okay. Finishing up time. Reviewing. Two nights. In the Alps on E2 person tent. The tent has held up well. It didn't leak at all, which is good. But it does, like a lot of tents, suffer from condensation. Out fly sheet, soaked with condensation. The inner tent, perfect. Not an issue on the inner tent. Apart from at the head and foot ends, where the fly sheet doesn't cover. And there's condensation there. The M300 Active Era sleeping bag. And as I said yesterday, up to now there are still no issues. Snug as a bug in a rug, wrapped in fleece. Nice and warm all night. Temperature didn't drop too low, but you could still tell. I mean, I'm awake, and it's dank, it's overcast. I just want to get back into the sleeping bag. I forgot one of the items I was doing a review on. The Tangier fuel bottle. Very good. It's a Tangier product, so just don't tip it upside down before you push the button. You do that, your fuel comes out of both nozzles. Other than that, remember to tighten the thing back down. Perfect.